Welcome to the video lecture on IUPAC nomenclature rules for ketone. At the end of this video, you will be able to name the ketone by following IUPAC rules. You will be able to draw structure of ketones from their IUPAC name. Ketone. Ketones are compounds in which the carbonyl group, that is C double bond O, is bonded to two organic groups. It means carbonyl carbon atom is always bonded to two alkyl groups. So this is the general formula for ketone, in which this oxygen is called as carbonyl oxygen atom and this carbon atom is called as carbonyl carbon, in which this carbonyl carbon atom is attached to alkyl groups. So let's see IUPAC rules for naming of ketones. So rule number 1, select the longest possible carbon containing chain. It must contain the carbonyl carbon atom. Then you have to give the name to the longest chain. So name is obtained by replacing the final E of alkane and adding the ending ONE, which is used as suffix for ketone. So within the ketone name, the last three words, that is ONE, the same words are used as the suffix for naming the ketones as per IUPAC names. Remember, the suffix used for the ketone is ONE, and then you have to give the number to the parent chain. You have to numbering the parent chain in a such a way that the lowest possible number should be given to the carbonyl carbon atom. Then try to identify the substituent present in your compound. If the substituents are present, then its position number and its names are prefixed onto the parent chain. If there are two carbonyl groups are present in a molecule, then it is named as alkanedions. Observe here, the E of alkane is written. There is no need to replace this E in case of compounds containing two carbonyl groups. So di prefix is used to indicate that the ONE, that is ketone functional group, presents by 2 times. So this is the example. So rule number 1, to select the longest possible continuous carbon chains containing carbonyl carbon atom. So in that chain there are 6 carbon atoms, so parent name is hexane. So that E is replaced with ONE suffix, so name becomes hexanone. Then you have to give the numbering in a such a way that the carbonyl carbon atom must possessing the lowest possible number. So for that, if you numbering from left to right, it will give 2 number to the carbonyl carbon atom. If you numbering from the reverse directions, then it will having the more number than that of the previous numbering. So this numbering system is correct, as it will give the lowest possible number to the carbon atom on which carbonyl group is present. So you have to prefix the position number of carbonyl carbon atom onto the parent name. So name of this compound is 2-hexanone. Remember, we have replaced this E with the suffix of ketone functional group, that is ONE. Let's see another example. Select longest possible carbon chain. So here there are 4 carbon atoms. So name of this chain is butane. This E is replaced with ONE, so name is butanone. Next step is numbering. So you have to start the numbering from right to left, as the carbonyl carbon atoms is near to right end. So just numbering, then prefix the position number onto the parent name, that is 2-butanone. Then try to find out the substituent. So substituent is methyl group. it is present on third number position. So just mention the position number. So 3-methyl, and name of this compound is 3-methyl 2-butanone. So let's see another example. Most of the times the students made an mistakes to select the longest possible chain horizontal. If you select the chain like that in which there are 6 carbon atoms, but you have forgot about these carbon atoms. If you select the chain like that, then it contains 7 carbon atoms. As rule says that you have to select the longest continuous carbon chain. So 7 carbon atom containing chain is the longest for that example. So parent name is heptane. So this E is replaced with ONE, that is heptanone. Then you have to give the numbering in such a way that the carbonyl carbon atom possessing the lowest possible number. So we have given the numbering from left to right directions. So just mention the position of carbonyl carbon atom as a prefix onto the parent name, that is 2-heptanone. Then try to find out the substituent, and substituent is methyl group presents at 5th and 6th position. So we are using di prefix as it is present by 2 times, and then mention its position number, and name of this compound is 5,6-dimethyl 2-heptanone. Dear students, remember that the position numbers are separated by commas and number and name is separated by hyphen. So just follow this rule for writing the IUPAC names. Suppose this carbonyl group is present in a cycle, then you have to just follow the same rule, that is write down the name of cyclic alkane. So in that case there are 6 carbon atoms, so cyclohexane. So that E is replaced with ONE. So cyclohexanone is the parent ring name. Then you have to give the numbering in such a way that numbering should be started from carbonyl carbon atom, and you have to give preference in such a way that the substituents carrying carbon atom must possesses lowest possible number. If you numbering the clockwise direction, then you will give the 3 number to the carbon atom on which the chlorine is attached, and 5th number on which the methyl group is attached. If you give the numbering anti-clockwise, then it will give 3 number to the methyl and 5th number to the chloride containing carbon atom. So now you have to arrange the substituents as per their alphabets, because if you follow the both directions, both are getting the symmetrical numbers. So if such a situation occurs, then you have to arrange the substituents according to the alphabet and give the preference to the substituents which comes first. So in that example, chlorine comes first, so follow the clockwise direction for numbering. So 3-chloro and 5-methyl. So name of this compound is 3-chloro 5-methyl cyclohexanone. So here one activity for you. You have to pause the video for a while. Try to give the answer of this question. What is the name of these molecules? Hope you are come up with the answer of this question. If you see this ring, it is 5-member ring, that is it is cyclopentane containing ketonic functional groups. So cyclopentanone is the name of this compound, and name of this compound is 3-chloro cyclopentanone. So you have to start numbering like that, 1, 2 and 3. So at 3 number position chlorine group is there. So 3-chloro cyclopentanone is the name of this compound. So in that example, there are 2 carbonyl groups is present in a molecule, that's why it is called as alkane diones. So just give the number from one end in such a way that the carbonyl carbon atom must possessing the lowest possible number. So you have to select these directions as it will give 2 and 4 number to the carbonyl carbon atom. If you numbering from right to left, then it will give the maximum number as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is 3 and 5 number assigned to the carbonyl carbon atom, which is greater than that of the previous one, that is 2 and 4. So that's why this direction of numbering is correct. Mention the position number of carbonyl carbon atom onto the parent name. So here parent name is hexane. We are using di as a prefix because ketone is present by 2 times and ONE is a suffix used for ketonic functional group. So name of this compound is 2,4-hexanedione, or it may be written as hexane 2,4-dione. So let's draw out the following molecules by applying the IUPAC nomenclature rules, and molecule is 5-bromo-2-pentanone. Remember, always first you have to think on the parent chain. Parent chain is pentane. It means that it is containing 5 carbon atom. So you have to just draw the carbon skeleton containing 5 carbon atom, and you have to give the numbering from either end like this. Once you have done with the parent chain, then think about the suffix. So in that example, suffix is ONE. So that ONE indicates that it is containing the ketone functional groups, and here the position of ketonic functional group is mentioned, that is 2 number position. So just add the ketone functional group at 2 number position, that is you have to add double bond O. So this is carbonyl group you have added. Once you are done with the parent chain and suffix, then shift towards the substituents. So in that example, substituent is 5-bromo. So you have to attach the bromine group at C5 like this. Once you are done with all the things from the name, that is substituents, parent name and suffix, then you have to supply the enough hydrogen atom to each carbon atom to satisfy its octet. That is, carbon only has 4 bonds. So you have to supply the number of hydrogen atom to each carbon atom to complete its 4 bonds. So this is all about the IUPAC nomenclature rules for ketone. Thank you for watching the video. Happy learning.